Hello, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Pascal Uchenna Nlawadim, and I am your presenter for this particular subject. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself as the founder of the World's Training Center, okay? And one of the things why we're actually existing today is for us to get to introduce what you call financial biology to the modern day investor. So what do I mean by financial biology? Financial biology is the system whereby you get to look at companies as living organisms, okay? So that's what you actually do, and that's what we'll be introducing to the modern day investor now. For people who don't actually know how to get to interpret financial statements and to look at a company for what it represents. If it's something that's a company that has the ability for it to get to compete in the marketplace or not, does it have what it takes for it to get to survive? And the only way you can actually determine this and understand this is when you take out the time for you to actually get to dissect the company from the inside, because the appearance from the outside is completely different from what goes on in the inside. Because outward you might think, okay, everything is fine, everything is okay. But when you actually have a look at the internal dynamics of the company, you see there's a difference. You see that either the company actually knows what it's doing based on effective management, or they have no clue with regards to what they're doing. Okay, so those are the things that we get to study about and learn as financial biologists. So what is our mission? Our mission is to get to teach individuals to get to see companies as organisms. You don't just look at them as businesses or as tickers. For those of you who don't know what a ticker is a symbol. It's a symbol that is used to identify a particular company in the stock exchange. So you have two ways of searching a company. Either you search the company via its full name, or you use the ticker symbol, which is used to represent that particular firm in the marketplace to identify it at a particular time. So, like we said, financial biology is just about that discipline where you get to study companies as living organisms. You're going to be hearing me use terminology such as the lungs, which represents the organic cash flow of the firm, the heart rate, which represents operating efficiency, blood pressure, which represents debt stress, metabolic renewal, which is capex. So capex is the investment in machineries, because you have to constantly renew these machineries that are being used by these companies in providing the goods and services. So they have to be renewed at particular point in time. And this way you get to know if it's something that the company is actually building towards its own future or not. Then you have the runway, which is the liquidity survival. How liquid is the firm? If anything was supposed to happen, or if anything happened unexpectedly, is it something that the firm would be able to withstand the shock or the problem as it arose at that particular point in time? So that's what the survival runway represents. Organic strain, which is the working capital pressure. So this is not traditional finance. This is corporate physiology, where you break down, you strip it of everything and get to look at its internal organs and see how that company is operating. So why does it matter? Traditional finance would ask you, is this a good stock? That's what they would usually ask you. This particular company, is it good, or is it worth me investing my money in? Gone are the days whereby you have to ask that question, is this a good stock or not? Because with the advent of financial biology as a study in its own, it gives you the ability for you to get to ask a different question. And that question you get to ask is, does this company has the ability for it to get to survive? Survival is the question, not if it is good or not. Good being a good stock is questions that was being asked in the past. Present day investors ask, how strong, how efficient is this company to survive if anything was to get to happen right now? Is my money in a good place? Before I even went into the company to invest my money, did I do my due diligence to see if this company was efficiently run by the management? Because all that are visible with what we'll be talking about today, with what I'll be introducing to you, will now have that edge, the ability for us to get to see a company from the inside to determine if this company is worth our investing. So survival beats speculation, durability beats hype, cash flow beats narrative. Cash flow beats narrative at all times, at any particular point in time. The question is, how much do you have in the bank, and not how much I was supposed to make. At the end of the day, you can give a narrative just like the income statement does. When you look at the revenue line of the income statement and it tells you a company actually made £1 billion or $1 billion in revenue, that is not the question. The question at the end of the day is, how much of that money was it able to realize? How much of that money, or how much of that paper profits was converted into real cash? Cash is fact. Cash is not a story. Okay, so you want to know how they were able to convert that 1 billion into real cash. So we're introducing what we call the PVS. That is our console. The PVS, the tachometric velocity spectrum, is our console which was introduced by us into the marketplace. One of the things with the PVS console is its ability to give you insight information into what is going on in the particular company. It's a diagnostic tool, just like you would see in the slide that shows up here right now. It's our tool innovated by us, which we use to break down a company, look at it from the inside out to see how efficient that particular company is. It strips it down, it dissects it. It gives you inside information to see if this is actually a healthy company or not. And with that advantage, it gives you the opportunity for you to get to make an informed and precise decision. If this is a firm you'd like to introduce or you'd like to invest your money into. So it evaluates a company like a living organism, measuring its oxygen flow, which is the CFO, the heart rate, the efficiency, the blood pressure, the depth stress, and metabolic renewal, the CAPEX, like we talked about earlier, and delivers a clear, auditable verdict. So once all this information is being collated by the PVS, okay, it gives you the opportunity right now for you to get to make a decision, because it comes up with a verdict in the sense that, is this an accumulative company or a hold, whereby it's a maintainer, is just drifting, just treading waters, or a bleeder representing a company that does not know how to manage its resources. So these are the verdicts which the PVS comes up with once any company is being run through it. No guesswork, no noise, just diagnosis, pure diagnosis. Any company that goes through the lens of the PVS. So what is it again? It's called the tachometric velocity spectrum, short form for PVS, and that is our console, proprietary only to the World Training Center. And this is what we're now introducing to the modern day investor, who will be able to dissect any company in the world with the exclusion of financial stocks. The reason why there's an exclusion with financial stocks is because financial stocks operate differently. So their statements are being represented differently from the standards financial statements that we have representing other sectors. So that is the difference, and that's the reason why you don't have financial stocks represented in that console. So, like I said earlier on, it's our proprietary diagnostic engine which evaluates 15 plus survival ratios. So we have over 15 ratios that has been handpicked specifically for this purpose. More than 15 of them. Okay, so not just generically, just bringing ratios out from the blues because there are ratios out there. No. The ratios that have been picked are ratios that are known to give you this information. So that way, from the outside, once you have your reports, once you have a reading of that particular company, you're able to determine if it's something that is worth your while. It's a game changer for the thinker who wants structure and not noise. You deserve structure. You deserve the ability for you to get to make informed decisions. And that is what the PVS stands for. Because with it cuts out the noise. It cuts out the distraction. It cuts out the hype in the marketplace. Because the marketplace is full of noise. You have different people. You have speculators. You have a lot of distractions. You have the news coming up with things. You have things like the Federal Reserve coming up with, new news on interest rates and the rest of them all. These things are distractions. And with a whole lot of information circulating out there, it makes it difficult for you to get to make an informed decision. And that is why we have actually emerged as a center to make this easier for you, to be able to streamline your decision process down to the barest minimum, where it's no longer a problem, where you now have the opportunity for you to get to make a decision for yourself if truly this is what I want for myself. It's a system, a doctrine, a repeatable process, a clear lens for every decision. So before you make a decision, it's gone through the lens, and the lens has been able to dissect, to break it down, to look at its internal working system, to let you know if this is the right way for you to go. We've been able to run particular companies, such as the case of Boeing, as you can see up here. I hope this is clear enough for you to get to see, but this is how the diagnosis comes out. So once you put it through the lens, this is the information that you get for you to get to see how the company has actually been running. Unfortunately, in this case, this is a company that represents what we call a bleeder. As you can see from the past 5 years of the information related on this slide here, you can see that for the past 5 years that Boeing has actually been having what you call a structural problem. And these are the kind of things that you get to experience for yourself, because once you put that firm through the lens, it gives you the ability for you to get to see any company, just like the case of Boeing right now. So with the PVS, the question is, does this organism survive under stress? Can it survive under stress? And once you have the ability to get the reports at your palms, you get to see for yourself, okay, with the information that I have here, the possibility is very high that no matter what the circumstances is, that this particular firm has the ability for it to get to survive. Because once you have a look at the ratio free, which is the third layer, the first layer of the console, which is our third ratio, which is what you call the liquidity runway, it tells you if the company is able to withstand any immediate shock that happens, if it has the ability, if it has the cash in the bank to withstand it. And if you come down to the 15th ratio as well, which is the survivability runway as well, it tells you for how long the company is able to survive if anything was supposed to happen. So these are the things that we mean by survivability, because there are firms out there that if anything was supposed to happen, or if anything happens unexpectedly, that they'll be out of business almost immediately, because they do not have the resources for them to get to withstand the unforeseen circumstances that has presented itself before them. So these are the things you want to look at. These are the things that you're able to analyze. You see how they are able to manage the resources, the investments, the returns. So these are things that have been collated particularly for this diagnostic process. So like we said, the PVS is a diagnostic console, a console that enables you for you to get to see the internal working organs of that particular company. And this is what we are introducing to you. So what students learn? The World Training Center is for an analyst or a student who wants dual vision. They want to be able to understand fundamental analysis and technical analysis together. It's so unfortunate right now that everybody represents a particular school. You have people who tell you, I'm a fundamentalist, I don't believe in charts. And you have technicians who tell you, I believe purely in technical analysis. But the fact about it is, combining both knowledge makes you more powerful in the marketplace. Although we see that most of the fundamentalists out there have actually made it much more successful than the technicians. Why? Because the fundamentalist will tell you, I don't really have to look at the charts. As long as the company is firm and it's sound, all I have to do is just put my money in there. And the truth about it is that they have actually proved this successfully, because most of the firms that we have today, the investment firms that we have today, are organizations that invest for the long term. A man like Warren Buffett will tell you, as long as that company exists, I keep holding that stock. And as long as it keeps managing my resources efficiently, there's no need for me to get sell. That's the truth. But now we also have the school of thought, which is where the technicians come in. Now, the ability for you to get to combine both together is what gives you that edge. Why? Because there's one thing a fundamentalist lacks, and that is timing. Timing. Because they do not know when the stock is either trending up or trending down. All they just do is they just buy into the company. But the edge, the advantage with the technician has is the technician has the ability to get to take advantage of timing. That is the time that it invests in the company. Is this the right time? Those are the questions a technician will get to ask, especially when they've looked at the fundamental aspects of things and they've seen that this company is quite a viable company where I can invest my money. So they now look at the timing. Is this the right time? That is the question. That is what sets a technician apart from a fundamentalist. Timing. Because they are able to look at the chart and determine this is the time for me to get to enter into the company. So they learn to be both. You learn to bring both thoughts together to empower yourself. You get to empower yourself so that way nothing becomes strange, nothing becomes noise to you. It's just an easy flow. It's just an easy flow for you. So it's for students who want that macro clarity. Macro clarity, yes. Because as a technician, you know there are different time frames in the markets. You have from the 12 months to the 1 second charts time frame. What you want to do is you want to get to align yourself with the big boys, with the hedge funds, with the private funds, because these are the people that move prices. So you want to know when they are investing. This is where money flows into the market and when money is flowing out. So things like the 12 months, which is the macro trend, you want to get to understand how those things play from the 12 months to the 6 months to the 3 months to the 1 month, down to whatever time frame that is of interest to you. All you have to do is just find the style that represents you, and that is what we are here to do. That's what the Wealth Training Center is for, to educate you, for you to get to understand this internal dynamics, for you to get to understand how the market plays. Now you get to understand as a fundamentalist that this is a viable company for me to get to invest my fund in. Now you then look at the chart. Okay, this is the right time for me to get into this particular firm. That way you are informed. So nothing surprises you anymore. And that is how you are expected to get to operate. Because we live in a market now, we live in a world now where people are very much interested in how they can make life better for themselves. If you look at what's happening right now with the trend happening in the market right now, you have companies coming up with valuations that were ridiculous 20, 30 years back. 20, 30 years back, if you had almost 100 billion as a company, that was a huge amount of money to be made by a particular company. But now we have seen that 100 billion is nothing compared to valuations that we have to deal with companies with market capitalizations of $5 trillion, with the likes of Nvidia, with the likes of Apple, Microsoft, Meta. We have seen that they have broken that threshold. They have broken the barrier in terms of being $1 trillion company. And not just companies. Now we also have an individual who's been able to break that threshold to become the first trillionaire alive. And that is Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla. For those of you who don't know him, well, he's someone who's popularly known. And if you're listening to this particular video, means that you're quite aware of whom he is. So it's a mindset shift. It's a game changer now. How are you thinking when it comes to matters concerning your hard-earned money? Do you just blindly just put it away, just put it in the markets? Or you're the type of individual that takes the time to do his due diligence? And there's nothing wrong in accepting that you don't know. Because if you don't know, means that now you have the ability for you to get to educate yourself. And that is where we come in, to inform you, to educate you, to give you the information that you need. So that way, nothing surprises you again in the market. We teach you to invest like the hedge fund guys. We tell you the kind of things that they look out for when looking at charts, so that way you can follow them. Because the truth about it is that you want to be on the side where they are, because they are the ones that make the market move. Because for firms like them that invest 100, 200, 300 million, so you're not going to compare that with a retail investor who just has a couple of thousands to get to invest. So you want to make sure that you're in that stock before they get in. So that way, once they get in, then you're able to surf the wave with them. So this is what we teach. And this is why we exist today. We teach you how to understand financial statements, how to read companies. The financial statements, the cash flow from operations becomes your playground. where you understand that yes, I know precisely what it is that they're doing. No disrespect. A bit and a beta, these are the famous words that are being used by management. And why are they being used by management? They're used to smoothen out the noise. Because no management wants to come out to the public and tell them that they have no clue of what it is that they're doing as a business. So there's a difference when you're using a story to analyze hard facts. Because the income statement is a story. That's a fact, known by everyone. But the fact about it is that they keep ignoring it. They tell you we have $1 billion in revenue. But $1 billion in revenue, which at the end of the day, at the close of the year, where they were only able to retrieve 350 million of that $1 billion in revenue in hard cash. This is why the cash flow statement is very important. The cash flow from operations. That is the fact, and that is the foundation of the World Training Center, because we use cash as our foundation. No hypes, no stories. It's good for them to declare huge amounts in revenue, but that's not what we are interested in. What we're interested in is what is in the bank, because what is in the bank is the real story. So no one is going to come up and give us stories or tell us things or make us believe something which we're not supposed to, when the actual evidence is out there, right there, in the statements, in the cash flow from operations, telling us how much of that money they were able to convert into cash. That is where things like the CCE comes in. The cash conversion efficiency. So these are things that you get to learn. You get to learn how they were able to convert the net income into hard cash. So after all the income, or after all the money that was declared in revenue, after stripping everything down to the net income, it now tells you, okay, how much of this were you able to convert to cash? So these are the things that you get to learn when you become a student of the World Training Center. With the console, it's like an X-ray at your fingertip. Like I said, any company, anywhere in the world, wherever it is, you'll be able to diagnose that company easily without a problem. Like I said, it's our proprietary console, just for us only. There's no other place again in the world where you find this. No other place, because it was carefully thought out. It was carefully developed to aid the modern day investor to be able to make informed decisions when it came to investing in a particular company. And that is what we are here to do. So we have you covered. For those of you who will be interested in investing in your financial knowledge, or those of you who wish to start your journey into the financial world, we have you covered. The World Training Center is here for you. We're here for you. And you're going to have the opportunity to be taught by myself, who will give you insights into what to look out for and what to expect when it comes to analyzing a company. You learn to be a tracker. Okay, you learn to track a company, especially when looking at the technical aspect of things. You know where the company is headed. You know where they're going. You get to understand timing. You get to understand precision. It's for the investor who wants integration. For those who want one unified discipline. Fundamentals choose what to own. Technicals choose when to act. The microframes, the context. Risk defines the boundaries. It's your cognitive asylum where two words integrate. Your abode of peace where noise is eliminated. Where noise is completely ruled out because of your diagnostic ability to have a look at the company using the PVS. It's no hype, it's no noise. It's pure diagnosis. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. And I hope that in due course, you make that decision, especially for those who are interested in investing. The fact about it is, you are not being fair to money if all you just do is just leave money in the bank. That's the truth. You are not being fair to your money. Why do I say this? Because the banks use your money to make money for themselves. And unfortunately, the interest which they give back to you is not something which could be spoken highly of. Except if you had this huge amount of money, at least with the interest being paid back, to guarantee you survival mode. But the fact about it is that your money can work much more harder for you once you're able to direct it to the right place. And your ability to direct it to the right place is being determined by the quality of information that you have. Are you taking the time to invest in yourself? Are you taking the time to invest in your knowledge? This is what sets you apart. And in the world that we live in today, formal education is not just enough. Because the harsh reality about it is that it's quite competitive out there. And schools don't equip us. Schools don't train us for this edge. What schools do is schools train us to become employees, to become dependent thinkers. It's so unfortunate that that is the world that we live in. And that is why if you look at the difference between the rich and the average individual, you find out that it's only a tiny minority of the world's population that controls the wealth today. About 3,000 billionaires control the world's wealth. We have Elon Musk, who is a trillionaire today. We have the Google founder, who is the second richest man today. Now you're talking about billionaires in the hundreds. Initially, it used to be 1 billion, 2 billion, which was a significant amount of money. But now you have the new millionaire is the new billionaire today. Now when you have singers and rappers becoming billionaires, even football stars becoming billionaires as well. So that's to tell you where we're heading to. So what are you doing to prepare yourself? Because as time goes on, we'll get to a point where the market has gone far. But the fact about it is that there's always an opportunity, no matter the time, because the market is always forward looking. We'll still have 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, even 100 years till the next generation. As long as humans exist, the market will always exist. Because as long as technology is in place, advancement is going on and ideas are not dead, People will always want the support of people willing to invest in them. And that is what the market represents. So for people who need cash to advance an idea, they go to the stock market, because the stock market is the place where they're able to raise finance, where they're able to raise cash to facilitate their projects. And in return, the investor is being rewarded with part of the profits that is being generated from the company as they advance. My take to you today is take the time to invest in yourself. And what this platform is here to represent is that educational platform where you can always come to and learn about financial education. So this is from us to you. This is a way of giving back to our environment, the way of giving back to the people, what we have been able to learn. So I look forward to seeing you. I once read a book by a man called Robert Kiyosaki, and there was something that was so profound in one of the books that I read. He said, the future investors are in cyberspace, and my message is being directed to cyberspace right now. Are you someone interested in investing in yourself? Are you someone interested in investing in your knowledge? That is what we're here for. You're not expected to go it all alone on your own. The Wealth Training Center is here for you. You're welcome. Let us lead you. Let us guide you. Let us show you how to look and diagnose a business and see for yourself if it's worth investing before you put your money in. Gone are the days when you just invest blindly and lose your hard-earned cash. Now with the PVS, you have the opportunity for you to get to know if the company is worth you investing even before you do so in the first place. I implore you to be bold to take this step, not just for investors, not just for seasoned investors, but for people who want to learn how to preserve their cash and learn to make their cash grow. Because you have to. It's important. You have to learn to make your money grow. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this. Future presentations will be put out on our website, on our YouTube page, where you can follow us on our social media platforms as well. Feel free to visit our website for more information, where it will give you information in terms of how we run our classes. So we'll be launching from next year, where we'll be running 4 cohorts a year. Seats are limited to students. So if it's something that you're interested in investing in your knowledge, I implore you to take advantage of the opportunity as it presents itself right now. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I stand to Cora myself. And I wish you all the best in your financial knowledge, in your financial journey. The wise man once says, fortune favors the brave. And I hope you are brave enough to step out and claim what is yours. Thank you for the time, and I look forward to seeing you. Have a great day, wherever you are in the world listening to this. Thank you so much.